red lipstick murder. Ooh. It's been 6 months. Cole's been promoted. All manner of sketchiness is happening. Roy, why are you beating a lady to death? Or perhaps Bukowski?
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement.
Convenient.
We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work.
And his open corruption and possible murderousness. The department has arranged a wee
drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair.
Hooray.
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
The werewolf. I'm sorry. Completing a desk unlocks the streets of LA, allowing you to patrol the city and attend street crimes. Each desk offers a new set of street crimes and incidents.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
I do remember when the Black Dahlia came up. Also, blessedly, Cole has a new suit, and it's not ugly.
I'd rather you took the wheel.
Also, because this is a video game, the guy who's been doing this for 25 years would rather the new person drive. All right. We have a new car. We have the need to turn around and ideally not get killed.
15 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope, the Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps.
Hey now.
I didn't ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
The Dahlia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's going to happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Doesn't seem like a great worldview you got there, buddy. Or a great set of circumstances. Anyway. Let's see here. We got a flag right here, so... Oh, hey, cop cars. Out of my way, I'm a cop.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, Detective.
Thank you.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
Galloway
He's
looks
good,
at him
Rusty.
like, I will?
He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Move it along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
But we were promised a statement. Your partner said you'd give us a statement. No? Okay. Okay, so we got a blood trail, and we got a dead body. with fuck BD written on it. Excellent. We got our fancy little caution rope.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
What's this?
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Okay. So our killer has feet and was wearing men's shoes. Reasonable. Tracks. And over here, we appear to have garbage. Game. Game, you're vibrating at me, game. Aha!
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Okay. Oh. Oh, are we supposed to be putting together the globe here? Okay. Can I not, I want to switch things though. There we go. So, oh, we can't, okay, so we have to make everything line up with that. I see. There you go. Haha!
The Bamba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
That's a very fancy lighter. It's an exceedingly fancy lighter. But hey, now that we have to go to the Bamba, it's on 626 North Spring Street, which is also conveniently located downtown. Okay. Cole, does solving the puzzle lighter count as tampering with evidence? Because I feel like you might have minorly tampered with some evidence there. All right, what do we have here? We have what appears to be an oven mitt. Oh, no, it's a purse. Well, let's start with the hairbrush. You have, like, identifying hairs that we might travel 40 years into the future and do DNA analysis on? No? Okay, fine. Never mind. What's in the purse?
The victim's bag?
Probably. Conveniently containing a AA battery? No, lipstick.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Okay. That appears to be Cartel's classic carmine lipstick. Thank God they went with C's. Alright, what else do we have? Do the car keys not matter, Cole? Really, you're only going to glance at the... We're only going to glance at the lipstick. Okay. Alright. I suppose that's fine. Do not walk directly over the blood trail, Cole. It's probably... Okay, fine. We'll just follow the whole... Yep, it goes that way. Good job.
Cause of death?
It could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
Okay, so... Nothing identifying on the right arm. The fuck happened to your, Oh.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Okay. And that does seem fair. Was our lady friend married here? Do we know that?
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
It's true, it was on the middle finger. Also, didn't you just say that the lady had been stomped upon? We see a footprint on the chest, so...
Interesting.
So, fuck you, BD. And then that reads TE something.
What's the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bamba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Okay. And
The werewolf?
we'll take
For
us-
my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. They've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stum. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
I mean, buddy, I know about cops, and you're a cop, so hello, alcoholic beverage establishment. It's me, a motorist.
I think he's a bit of a ganguero.
Is the window proudly boasting that the club is air-conditioned? I suppose that's a luxury in 1946.
Good looking for a policeman.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Entirely possible.
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
I don't know,
Fire
probably.
away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Okay.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
All right, now let's gaze lovingly into your eyes momentarily so that we can figure out your resting dude face, such that when you, perhaps,
So? We done?
No, I'm just looking at you so that I can tell what you look like, so that if you look like not this, I can be like, hey, you're lying. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still bad at this game. Which is bad, because the game's getting increasingly harder.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Okay. I mean, you're kind of narrowing your eyes at me, but you seem to have kind of been doing that. This is a vague, totally plausible story. You're definitely not getting all squirrely or nothing. You're not all hemmy-hawny, rub your wristy, flex your shouldery. I think you're just telling the truth, buddy. I think I'm just gonna hit the good cop button.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
It's exceedingly helpful.
I think this could be a great...
Got Dick McCall to give up the license plate. Thanks, Dick.
It helps, sir. Thank you.
All right. Well, now there is the entire possibility that these B's and 8s are all fucky, and it's actually like 28B8 or something like that. And hey, I got a check mark for doing a thing good.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Buddy. You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing where you look around and you're like, I don't know if I can get away with that. Now, the thing is, I don't have anything that proves that she had the ring like yesterday or something. I don't think. I've got, yeah, he's doing the thing with the guy in the place. And I mean, you know, we have evidence that the jewelry was missing, but we just told you that, so that's not an accused thing. I'm going to hit this bad cop button.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
Okay. Good job. Go on.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Oh, no? Buddy? You're kind of wincy. I'm not liking the wincy and the side glancy, my guy. I think there might be more there that you're not telling me.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up, asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but I got no answer.
Okay.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Hey, sometimes you can actually read people, and it actually makes sense. I'm not going to say I'm getting good at this game. I'm saying that one was not the hardest one of these we've had to do. All right.
Have another spoon?
Friend guy, are you drunk yet? Actually, is there a phone we might use? Oh, there's a phone on the minimap. It's up this way.
He thinks he's a bit of a gangster.
All right, you keep drinking.
Let's get out of here.
Phoning.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Gross. I'm borrowing your telephone. I can do that. I'm a cop.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
Probably not a great idea to have just a public accessible radio frequency that anyone can listen to. But, yeah, I don't think NATO exists yet. Also, cop alphabets are weird. Like, I know that even today, the cop alphabet is different from the NATO alphabet.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Do you folks have a door? Like... Also, Cole, there's... Okay. There is no one parked on the entire sidewalk up to the barricade. There is no one parked on the entire sidewalk up to the intersection. Why did Cole need to park in the one space that blocks a fire hydrant? No, unacceptable. We're not doing this. Get back in the car. Do it right. Honestly.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Well, this is going to go poorly. Roy, you might want to call for help. You might want to announce that you're breaching. You might want to tell Cole what you're doing at any point. Okay.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
That is not what happened. There was no jimmied window. There was shattered glass all over the place. Nobody jimmied nothing. Okay. All right. Well, let's look around and find shit that vibrates. What is a shoe doing in the kitchen?
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Okay. So we've got a lady's size 9, which probably isn't the same size as a men's size 8. I think there's like 3 sizes, like a men's size 8 is a lady's size 11? I don't remember. Anyway, this is not jimmied. This is kafucked. This window has been kafucked, Cole.
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
The 1940s. If you sober up, you can find me here.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on.
Could indeed.
When my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Hey now!
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
You just had a drink. Also, you're worse than Bukowski, which is impressive.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
What's this? Ring box? containing
Tiffany?
no ring.
The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Okay. So, bar owner guy bought an actual fancy ring. Sucker.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Sure does. Do we have anything backwards, like captiony, to from, gifty thing? No? Okay, fine. You've got your fancy deodorant powder and your ultra nice hairbrush.
Don't think this is anything.
You know, Cole, if you would bother to analyze the hairbrush found at the crime scene, you could compare the hairs in it to the hairs here and confirm that you have a positive identity of your victim, because we've never actually confirmed the identity of our victim. We're just assuming. It's fine. Cutscene paper. We've got cutscene vision.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
The circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty.
Oh,
You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, so Dr. Benoit Blanc here was saying, hey, Duder, you should burn down houses so as to feel better, and also possibly using Duder as an unwitting hitman. Bad job, Dr. Benoit Blanc. Bad job. Pardon me, lady. I'm a cop.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking, and she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye.
Oh, dear.
He stormed out, and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
Nope.
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Let's go together. All right. We're going to do a go-together talk more, right? It's not just, oh, we know they're having marital problems. Oh, hey, you have a bench. It's a conveniently placed bench. Let's chat on your bench.
Just give me some time to myself, please.
Oh. Is that seriously it? We found out we knew they'd been having marital problems. We found that out from the... All right. Well, do you happen to have like a I'm going to murder this lady confession note in or around your motor car? No? Okay, fine. Happy to tell you your neighbor's dead. Bye.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Also, someone moved my car back in front of the fire hydrant. Who could that have been?
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. He'll keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe, 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Too bad. I saw that we're basically here. Should probably do one of those at some point. See if they're, at all interesting. Fun.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Why are we going in guns drawn? Well, we do kind of suspect this guy of murder.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
That she's...
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
So Bud's packing up his house here. Also, you have a clearly obvious...
I get
sorry
into the
about your...
slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Kind of fucked your lamp. But hey.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
What do you mean it doesn't appear to be connected? Cole! Cole, you know that the dude is leaving the lady because the lady's a drunk. It's a book about drunkiness.
You think the atmosphere...
At the very least, you could ask him, hey, did you get this book for your wife because she's all fucking drunk? But no, it doesn't appear to be... Okay, fine. All right, fine. Cole Phelps, not a friend of Bill W. Understood. Do I have...
He'll be back any moment. Just
Hold on.
sit
Can I? Okay. Is there a... I'm sorry. Did we... How could we have possibly known to do this? What on earth... The only reason I did this is because it vibrated at me and then was like, hey, you can do this thing that no person would ever do with a pencil. But... Okay, so,
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Oh, Jake. Jake. You never heard of doing this to read indentations on a notepad from the previous page? I have not. I absolutely have not. I did not know that was a thing. Oop. Oh, that might...
I don't think so.
I'm sorry, Cole. You're just immediately dismissing the dirty baseball bat in the apartment of a dude that you just discovered at least attempted to put out a hit on his wife, who, might I remind you, was bludgeoned to death. Cole is becoming awfully dismissive of evidence. What size are these? Oh.
Size 11s.
Okay. So they're not your shoes. Well, the good news is we have we have fairly circumstantial evidence that you didn't murder your wife. Bad news is we have fairly conclusive evidence that you wanted your wife murdered. So, ain't looking great, bud. How you doing, friendo?
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
Should have studied him.
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You don't know, do you? Okay, well, we didn't exactly get a sense of your resting dude state, but you are kind of looking around and herming and hemming and all of that. Although now you're just kind of blinking and looking at me, so... You know what? Wisdom of the crowd. 13.5% of players chose the correct answer. Oh boy. The bar owner did say that they were there. Bar owner tried to call him. That's true. All right, community, what do you say? They say either bad cop or accuse. Okay. What do we have? Club owner McCall reports telephoning Jacob Henry repeatedly on the night of the murder. Wasn't able to get a hold of him. Okay. Well, you know, bud, I actually believe you.
We know that she drinks, Jacob. Drunks have regular haunts, places they feel relaxed.
Celine did most of her drinking at home. She didn't have many friends left. Not many alcoholics do. Not real friends, anyway.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it to crap. Son of a fuck. Glary anger. All right, fine. What's your resting dude face look like? So you're just sitting there, head cocked, kind of about stuff. Interesting. All right.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Go on. You're not saying everything there is to say. I don't love that little tongue thing I just saw you do. Do we have anything that proves that you beat the crap out of her? We do have blunt force trauma. Not necessarily guaranteed you did it, though. Neighbor Horgan testifies to victim sporting a black eye. Yeah. Friendo. My guy.
That's a lie and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
I'm sorry?
Why would I do that, Detective?
Okay. Now, listen. This is an example of not quite cheesing, but we're going to use a game mechanic. So previously, it was explained that if you hit the accuse button and someone says, "Can you prove that?" then you were correct to hit the accuse button, and you just need to prove it. But if they don't say that, you were incorrect to hit the accuse, and you can back up and try something else. I don't believe that "why would I do such a thing" counts as "can you prove that?" So, even though you were having marital problems, I mean, fuck.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Gonna be real mad if I bad cop this and get an X. Because I will have talked myself out of it because I almost went with the marital problems anyway. We're gonna bad cop it.
And how are we meant to believe that, Jacob? It isn't looking good for you.
That nosy bitch from next door, Janie Horgan.
Mm-hmm.
She'll tell you I left. And what time.
She will, and that was an X, motherfucker. Every time I think I understand this game, every time I think I know what it's signaling and what it's going for, nope.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
That's not true. That's not true. And now you're doing all of the looky roundy bullshit. Okay, fine. Do I have the death? I have the death threat note. I have the fridge note, don't I? Do I not have the fridge note? Why is the fridge note not in evidence? Fridge note was just to get the...
You went to her house, you fought, you beat her, she left, and then you followed her.
I left first. She tried to batter me with a frying pan. I had to slap her down.
Understandable.
But okay, I didn't accuse on that one because there's how does the note prove he gave up on his wife? Just he gave up on her living? Okay. All right.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30.
Now that's...
Not the going out type.
No, you weren't here all night. No, you're looking around, buddy. No, you were not here all night.
You called the bar to give yourself an alibi. Then you went after her, beat her, and dumped her in a park. I think you are a sack of shit, Jacob.
You're not going to pin Celine's death on me. I'll take a lie detector test to prove it.
Okay. You didn't kill her, is the thing.
Looks like I was mistaken. So you were here, tucked up in bed, while someone was out there beating your wife's brains out. That's all you've got?
Talk to the bartender at the Bamba Club. He'll tell you he called here last night, and I answered the phone.
Bullshit.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr.
Bullshit.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? The DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Now I have to fight.
Okay.
Unfucking believable. You're gonna give me 4 straight X's because I did the exact
What's
thing.
this,
The
Bunka?
fucking mechanics of the goddamn.
You're not being rational.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Every single time, I think I understand this game.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal.
Mm-hmm.
Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Crap.
Cole!
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Yeah, you're a real charmer, ain't you?
Mendez, apartment 16.
Mm-hmm. Is that, yeah, it's all the way on 4. Annoying. Hi there, apartment sign. Do we have to? Yeah.
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
It tracks. You know, eventually buildings realized that this was a dumb system, and today he would be in apartment 404, which would immediately tell people that he's on the 4th floor. But, no. Good old the 1940s.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in.
Seems rude. But
take a look around and see what you can find.
Appears not to be at home. Good. Okay, so do warrants just, like, not exist here? Seems as though we can pretty much just do anything we want because we're cops. Which, I mean, is how things work today, but there's more procedural mumbo-jumbo about it. Now, this door looks much more interact-withable than that other door, so... How about that? Oh! Okay. Cole just immediately dismissed the gun as irrelevant. Okay. Well, I mean, she wasn't shot. She was, however, beaten to death with a pipe wrench. So...
Carruthers could match the color and brand of the body.
How about that? There's your lipstick, lady. Here's your murder weapon. Man, you really should have thrown like a blanket over this or something.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So we got us a, well, no.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break, and Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
No, I'm
Do not
under
lose
bolting.
that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Great, awesome, amazing rooftop
Mendez,
chase.
stop right there.
Been a while since we did one of these. Whoop. Now, one of the recent times I did one of these, I got clotheslined turning a corner like a chump. So, I probably shouldn't boing down there. That's a great way to break my legs.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
And kind of might need to. Boing! And roll. Down here in more pipe time. Whee! Man, he got all the way over that way? Shit.
Get in and drive.
Why do I have to? Why are you moving? You were already driving! You were already driving!
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
I tried to, and then he turned. Wasn't supposed to turn. Alright, aye! Crap. 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 I'm stuck on a thing. I'm stuck on a thing. This is... Okay. Alright, now, I recognize that you're about to make a turn.
Off the road.
Aha! It's amazing what happens when you know what idiots are about to do. And I did... Okay. I didn't get stuck on the thing that time. I just got you know, adjacent to stuck on a
I
thing.
got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Okay, so you're just gonna shoot the man.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Bing. Bing. Nicely done, fucko.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads.
Oh, hey.
Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution.
I mean,
the people and the press of this city demand it.
Man, Cole is very happy. No drink for Cole. Poor Cole. Okay. So we got 3 out of 7 questions right, because I completely and totally biffed the talking to the... Yeah, I did leave Jacob sweating in central lockup because I fucked up every single one of the questions to him. So, you know.
Why is this floor dirty? And don't tell me it's got dirt on it. Don't do it. I know that's what you're gonna say. I know that's exactly what you're gonna say, but don't fucking say it.
I haven't said anything yet.
Good. Now tell me why this floor is dirty.
It's got dirt on it.
You son of a bitch!